But the cutthroats have made it back to the town and given my money to me. So I got 450 from Great Mist. And as you can see, we now have 989. We probably started around 400. Hey everybody, welcome to a wonderful game of Norlands we'll be playing today. Go ahead and sit back, relax, grab that cold cup of ale while I show you guys how to exploit the system, get the most gold out of the game possible, really start to have fun. Don't forget though to hit like and subscribe, and here we go. Alright, we're going to start off by hitting new game and going to go choose the two brothers and a wife for the scenario. It's kind of just the easiest. Now that we have that taken care of, we have our main guy here. It doesn't really matter. I normally put a lot into management so that we have sharp tongue, which gives us a chance to lose without paper, which is just an added bonus. It's not what's needed. You guys could do whatever. This person is the main person that's going to be making us money. That's why I call him money maker. They have the diplomacy skill, which is excellent for if you get them to level 15, but I don't have that at that point. We just need high diplomacy and intelligence, and the last person doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and put him as this person and call it a day. Jumping in, we're going to choose this spot because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places around us. It's just going to give us the maximum output for whenever we're starting to do the exploit. You can choose another place over here, but it's not what I wanted to choose. Is a little bit harder to start, but it still does give you about like 5 or so settlements around you. Alright, your other choices here don't really matter all too much. I've got my customization done. I've chosen Varn. We have a couple Varn people around us. We have not that many people that are other cultures around us after that. So we're going to go ahead and go to next. I don't want to do the taken scenario because I don't have many people with combat. I am going to go ahead and choose this one. It is pretty nice to start off with. We then want to do the, well, you can kind of mimic what I'm doing here, but most of these choices really just don't matter that much, you know. You could choose whatever you want, and the default starting value we're going to do with is 2,000. Alright, now that we're in here, we're going to go ahead and just set up the place that you would normally set it up. It doesn't really matter at this point. You know, you can get your rutabaga farms going, your lumberjacks going. You know, just try and get it to a place where it's kind of just settled. All right, we're at a point where we are starting to feel pretty chill. You know, some great things have happened. We've chosen our monarch's like inspiration for what he aspires to be, and we're going to do money. It's going to be the easiest to obtain since, I mean, the main focus is getting money throughout this video. The other thing is we don't want to make the matriarch all too upset. That is a pretty big thing, so this exploit should help you out with keeping the monarch decently happy. The other thing that's happened that's absolutely wonderful is it looks like Silverhaven has taken a vassal, so now that we can see Silverhaven, there's just one other person we can kind of exploit through this and get a little bit more cash out of it whenever we're getting it going. We're going to go ahead and start off with Treewood. They don't really like us very much because we are the Varn, and Caden and Varn, they just don't really get along very well. We're going to go ahead and select them and select Dark Deeds. We're going to do Hall Robbery. The protection of the Loving Family will be removed, so things might get a little bit harder for you, but with the extra cash, hopefully that should help you out. We're going to go ahead and select our Money Stealer. As you can see, the ordering a Hall Robbery consists of persuasion and intelligence. So we have a 71% chance. We're going to spend 91 gold to get 365. So we're going to go ahead and start that up. Now that we've made it to Treewood, we have Money Stealer going ahead and doing her job. When I select Treewood, it shows me the percentage of which she's done with her job. And I'm going to go ahead and do something that's kind of cheesy. We're going to go ahead and save right here. Get that money. There you go. Go ahead and save. So whenever we go ahead and continue, they'll tell us we got the money. And the wonderful thing is now that we've done this, we have 2 people coming out. We have the hired cutthroat and we have our lady here. So what we can do is go ahead and select the next one, go to Dark Deeds and rob the hall. Let's see how much money we're going to get. We're going to go ahead and get 450 with it. As you can see, whenever we went ahead and did it, it did not go so well. The hired cutthroats got in a fight with the guards and were killed. So we lost some relationship, and more importantly, we lost relationship with the matriarch, which is not very good. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit OK and load the save here. Now we're gonna run it again. And as you can see, we have successfully taken the 450 from them. And we're going to pause and go on the next. So we just made it into enchantment, which they tend to have a lot of money. We're doing this here, but the cutthroats have made it back to the town and given my money to me. So I got 450 from Great Mist. And as you can see, we now have 989. We probably started around 400 when we first started to go through these. And we're at 27% already, which is excellent. So we're going to go ahead and see what she does. And that's another one for us. That's another one. And sometimes what you'll do is you'll run across people where you spend gold to receive really not that much. But because we aren't really going to get out of it, it's not too worth our time. So I'm going to go ahead and rob their library instead and get 3 to 5 books out of it, which is wonderful for the start. And if anything, we could just sell it. And that's another one. And every once in a while, you'll run across somebody like Dust Valley here who will not have anything at all money-wise to rob. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to grab some of their books. All right, now Dust Valley's done. We're going to go ahead and have her come back. Going to be coming back with the hired cutthroat. We'll be able to see what kind of books we got here in just a moment, once it gives us the little cutthroat has returned to village. And as you may see, we now cannot do it. It tells you for how long, 43 hours. So just a couple days here, and we should be able to go ahead and run it one more time. With our cutthroat back, as you can see, we have an armor forge upgrade, which should sell for quite a penny if we want to, but we also have a coal forge. We have an extra temple now. We have a workshop, which we didn't have. We have cooking meat, which we didn't have as well. So those are excellent additions to our library. We can go ahead and study them as well. And while we study them, we can actually be gaining intelligence. So when we have Money Stealer, you know, learning some of these books here, she'll actually be increasing our intelligence and making these more effective as you go. So that just about covers it. We really didn't lose any sort of you know, unhappiness with everybody. The Varn people absolutely love us still, and yeah, we've ended the day, day 5 with 2,049 gold. We could probably sell some of these books to make a little bit of extra cash since the trader's here. And you know, since we have Trainer that has such excellent trading skill, we can load up our books and see what we can get. Like we have 2 temple we can get rid of. We already have 152. And what I normally suggest whenever you finish up, you know, making your money, to just start, you know, hiring some mercenaries right off the bat. Like this is these are some knights that'll be able to run the stuff for us, you know, some regulars, you know, just get some good military going right off the bat, and then you should be in shape to just keep this baby going. That's about it. I have uploaded a couple really long videos of me streaming, me doing this. I'm on day probably about 40 or so. So I'm at nearly the 2nd generation, where my kids now have, at like age 18, the persuasion and intelligence around like 13 just to start off with. So it's absolutely excellent. I mean, doing it at a younger age and just continually getting more money is how I you know, go through the game. You don't really have to save. That's just kind of like a cheese that I do. You can, you know, work through getting the matriarch's relationship back up if you want, but I personally just would prefer just, you know, doing it every single time. That is about it, guys. I really appreciate you guys joining me in my video here. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. The more you like, the algorithm pushes it around, and I really hope that people can learn from this. But that's about it. Catch you guys next time.